Hi, it's Neil Riffing Griff, and as promised, Let's Start With Me to Go On. Asking Around For You is the number that we're going to be doing, Joe Bonamassa, and a mighty good number it is, and I'm literally going to be doing this in real time. Just started it about, a couple of hours ago, and had a lot of pleasure playing it. It's a beautiful, slow ballad blues, I would describe with gospel blues in G, with some very interesting chord changes, the like of which some of them I haven't come across before, so it's good learning for me. I guess on these sort of numbers I have a tendency to try and play on the changes, to play the notes of the chord, but unless you have to resist that. So I'm going to angle the camera down now so you can see the old Les Paul, and then I'm just going to play the first chorus, just so you can see what it sounds like. Obviously I'm hoping that you've been able to locate the original, and at some point I'll put a backing up, but here we go anyway. This is take one. Let's hope we get it right. Well, that wasn't bad at all for a first take. I played it better than that, but yeah, it's what I'd say about this number. It's a sort of it's a typical. What I like about it, if you take the overdrive off, it's a typical B.B. King. And a bit of Clapton thrown in for good measure. And I like the use on this number as well. He's using quite a lot of country steel bends, and in places, if you wanted to, you could actually keep both notes going. So yeah, and it's going to be an interesting number to work on. So just to sort of go through the chord sequence on this, da da da, starts in G, da 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 da, to C7, and then down to F, back to G, A, D, G, and so on. So don't worry, I'll do a better job of this, but I'm just trying to convey with some unusual chords in there. So to go from a G to a C to an F is quite an unusual sequence, and it gets more interesting in the verse as well. There's a lot of chords that are in there that aren't just thrown in for good measure. They actually really do work in the sequence. And then later on there's a middle eight, a chorus if you like, that goes down to E minor, B minor, an interesting bit where you got a D against a C. Don't worry, I'm just rambling a bit now, sort of in my own sort of shorthand, so that you can see how I put it together. I've been through the whole framework now, so I understand the song. And really, in terms of the learning from this, that's the first thing you should do, I guess. Although, if I'm honest, the first thing I do normally is grab a few notes of the solo, just so that I can start to reference where I'm going to play the thing, and then I'll get into the chords of the song, sort of get a feel for it. But it's essentially, if I'm learning a solo, I'm working through in sections. And I suppose with this sort of solo, to be honest, it's because it's gospelly, it's less about the chords that are behind it, really. It's more about the feel of the solo. So you could actually play this. I shouldn't say this, but you could play this without knowing the chords at all. It's very much a feel sort of number. And and you know, there's quite a number of sort of gospel blues that fall into that category. But later on, as we get further into it, I'll be showing you some ways that you can, when I talk about playing across the changes, what that means is when there's a chord in a sequence of chord changes, then you focus on the notes of that chord rather than just playing a blues scale. Now, in this song, the way that Bonamassa plays it, there's very little evidence of that. So as we get further and dig into this number and reconstruct it, and I give you some ideas, I'll be actually showing you possibly more sophisticated ways to approach it that may not sound as exciting as what Joe does, but they'll give you more opportunities for being a little bit more cutting edge on it, a bit off the wall. So I just wanted to do this quick video to put up so that you can have a look at this, sort of demonstrate I'm making some progress. I think in the next one then what I'll do is I'll take you through that solo one little bite at a time, so that well, it's solo, it's the intro to the song properly, so that by the time we finish this bit you'll be able to play the intro, which is a very strong intro. And if you're into sort of blues, there's a lot of kind of Peter Green feel in this, but there's a lot of B.B. King. And then towards the end of that intro, there's what I would say strong Freddie King, Eric Clapton influence. That's a nice little ending that he does on this this intro piece. So I think that's enough from me now, and as I say, in the next video we'll get to unpacking this for you. See you then. Cheers for now. Bye.